Let us continue the same thing that in the last class we discussed about the rules for the ray diagram. These ray diagrams, the rules for the ray diagram is used to draw the image formation, to find out the image formation by either concave mirror or convex mirror. Now I will go to that image formed by the concave mirror. In front of concave mirror, we can put the object at any position. Suppose this is the concave mirror. Concave mirror, principal axis, focus, center of curvature. While indicating this terms, pole, focus, center of curvature, the length must be equal. If we put the object in front of the mirror, that object may be placed anywhere in front of the mirror at any distance. The object may be here. The object may be at a very longer distance. Suppose its focal length is, the focal length of this concave mirror is 10 centimeter. If it is 10 centimeter, if this mirror is turned towards any object which is at the distance of 20 meter or beyond that, that distance of object which is at the distance of 20 meter from the mirror, that object will be taken as infinity for this mirror, because 20 meter distance of object, 10 centimeter focal length. Compared to 20 meter, 10 centimeter is very small. So that 20 meter distance is taken as infinity. Beyond that also that is taken as infinity. The object may be placed at infinity. Then the object may bring closer to the mirror here. The object may be placed at the point C. Object may be placed between F and C. Object may be placed at F. Object may be placed between F and P. At any position the object may be placed. Same object is repeated and placed at different position in front of concave mirror. For that we get the image. That for all the position of object, the nature, size of the image is different for different fish. And we'll draw the diagram to find out the image formed by all position of object. First thing is the first position. Let us take the object is placed at infinity. Placed at infinity. If the object is placed at infinity, what kind of image is formed for the case of concave mirror? This is principal axis, focus, center of curvature. If the object is placed at infinity at a very longer distance, from the longer distant object all the light rays are traveling towards the mirror, that light rays must be shown parallel to each other. Parallel to each other. So many light rays may be taken, but I take only 2 light rays. According to the rules of the ray diagram, when a light ray travels parallel to principal axis towards the mirror, after reflection it passes through focus. So this light ray will reflect towards the focus and it also towards the focus. In this way, if we take any number of light rays which are all parallel to principal axis and travel towards the mirror, they definitely go and meet at the point focus. That means the object which is at the longer distance, infinite distance from the mirror, and for that object all the light rays are meeting at this point. So that object, the image of that object is formed at this small point. So we can say the image is formed. When the object is placed at infinity, the image is formed at focus. It is formed at focus. And then this is the means position of image. And then size, coming to the size. That size of object may be any. It may be bigger, very bigger. From that object, all the light rays are traveling towards the mirror, strike at the point. They are converging at very small point. So the size is very small. So we can say it is highly diminished. We say it is highly diminished. Diminished means it is very smaller. This is the size. And then coming to nature. Nature of image means whether the image is real or virtual. So the real image, in the earlier classes also you must study about this. Real image is the image formed by actual meeting of light rays. Here the light rays are traveling towards the mirror and striking and meeting at the point. That meeting is the actual meeting, real meeting. So the image formed by it is real. This is real. And then the light rays which are traveling above the principal axis, whatever the light rays which are traveling above the principal axis, they are coming down. And the light rays which are traveling below the principal axis towards the mirror, they are moving upward. So that object, from that bigger object, the light rays from this portion, from the upper portion is coming down, from the lower portion moving up. So in the image, the lower portion is formed at the upper portion is formed at the lower part. So we say the image is inverted. Otherwise we can say the real image is always inverted. So this is the image formed by the concave mirror. When an object is placed at infinity, it is formed at focus, highly diminished, real, inverted. This is the image formed by concave mirror for the first case. Then in the next case, second case, we just bring the object close to the mirror. The object is brought close. It is the concave mirror. This is focus, center of curvature. In the first case, the object was at a longer distance. Now the object is bring nearer to the mirror. It is placed just behind the center of curvature. So we say it is behind or beyond C. Object is placed beyond C. Again we are going to use the rules for the ray diagram. Here this is the object, upper part and lower part. In this case, we are going to take 3 light rays. One light ray is taken already, which is the light ray traveling along the principal axis. If a light ray traveling along the principal axis, it will reflect back along the same path in the opposite direction. Because at this point, the angle of incidence is 0, so it is traveling along the same path. From the top of object, we are going to take 2 light rays. 2 light rays, and that 2 light rays must be traveled towards the mirror by using the law of reflection. One light ray is taken and traveling parallel to principal axis. One light ray is traveling parallel to principal axis. This light ray, which is traveling parallel to principal axis, according to the rule, it must travel through the focus. It must passing through the focus. This is the light ray. Second light ray is taken and it is directly reaching the point P. Reaching the point P, and it makes some angle with the principal axis. It reflects back into the same side with the same angle. And this light ray, after reflection, it travel, and these 2 light rays, these 2 light rays which are taken from the top of object reflect by the mirror, and after reflection they meet at the point. So these light rays are coming from the top of object. That means the top of object is formed here, and this is the bottom of object that is formed here. So we get the image with the topper part at the lower side and bottom part at the upper side. So we get the inverted image. So this is the image formed by the concave mirror when the object is placed beyond center of curvature. So the image is, the position of image is between F and C, between F and C. And size, if you see from the diagram itself, you can find comparing the size of object and image, smaller than the object. The size is smaller than the object. And then nature of image is, the nature is, you see the top and bottom. Here see the topper comes to the bottom part and it is inverted. So it is inverted. Again, if you see whether the image is real or virtual, here you see all the light rays are traveling and actually they are meeting at this point. So it is real. So this is how the image is formed. So this is the second case. Second case. Now there are so many other cases for the image formation. You will see in the next class.